The candlestick chart showed that there was a definite change of investor sentiment, especially in the NASDAQ on Friday, with the big bearish engulfing signal and the close below the T-line. Does this tell us that there is a major change of investor sentiment? When applying that same analysis to all the indexes, such as the Dow, we can see the Dow still used the T-line as support and closed above the T-line, which keeps us in our very simple trend analysis rule. As long as we don't see a sell signal and a close below the T-line, we have to assume the uptrend is in progress. And when you add the factor that the transportation index was trading up strong, that once again reveals that there is no major selling pressure in the markets. It appears to be just moving from sector to sector. Fortunately, candlestick analysis allows investors to pinpoint which sectors to be in and which sectors to be out or going short. As illustrated in some of our recommendations recently, C-O-N-N, you can see what happened on Friday when the market was selling off hard. This stock was still trading slightly positive and still moving in this uptrend above the T-line. So this allows investors, even though the markets look like they're crashing or one sector of the market is crashing, you can still successfully analyze which stocks to remain holding as far as positions. Another recommendation, AAN, coming out of the fry pan bottom. All we have to do is use our simple trading rule that if you're coming out of a fry pan bottom, you can stay long as you don't see a sell signal and a close back below the T-line. And specific candlestick patterns, such as what we call the bobble, where they failed at the 50 the first time, pulled back but could not close below the T-line, you could be an aggressive buyer when it comes back up through that resistance level, because that tells you that you have a bobble breakout. And a bobble is just basically hitting one resistance level, hitting a support level, and then going up through the resistance level, which also indicates you've got a J-hook pattern setting up, making the next likely target that if you broke through one resistance level, you know where your next target will be. All these simple observations are made by the process of the Japanese rice traders, showing us which signals and patterns have worked successfully as far as human nature over the last few hundred years. Investor sentiment does not change. All we're doing is looking at the graphic depiction of what occurs in investor sentiment and getting a much more accurate read of what makes prices move the way they do. That'll be it. We'll see you in the chat rooms.